Hi guys, this video is my review of the Salon Express stamping system. This is an as seen on TV product, and I had a few viewers tell me about it before I actually saw the commercial for myself. That commercial is actually up on YouTube, so I'll include an annotation up here and a link down in the information box if you would like to check it out. I did not order it from TV. I actually found mine at Sally Beauty Supply. Since then, I've also seen it at Target, so I'm thinking it's probably available at lots of different stores. If you know you have a Walgreens or even a Michael's that has an as seen on TV section, check it out. It's around $10. You know, I've seen it vary just a little bit depending on where you purchase it from. The commercial, I think you also get some little manicure set with it, you know, free with the price of purchase or whatever. You don't get that in the store, but I think for around $10, it's hopefully a really good alternative to Conad, which can be more expensive. If you have never heard of nail stamping before or want to know what Conad is, check out my Conad FAQ. That will also be linked in the information box. And I'll put an annotation to my Conad playlist. This video is mainly just going to be talking about what you get with this set and how it compares with the other brands of plates that I have. So I actually haven't opened it yet. I'm going to go ahead and open it right now so you guys can see my honest first impressions. Of course, when you have a plastic container, be careful not to cut yourself. People always get injured with these type of things, it seems like. But, whoa, as I crack this open here, let's see here. First thing is the stamper. It's got the Salon Express name on it, and it is a double-sided stamper. It's got one side that's kind of bigger and one side that's smaller. Feeling it, it's kind of squishy, which I think is good. One of my generic stamps that I think I got with my Born Pretty set, the rubber's almost hard and it seems to make it more difficult to pick up the image. I also like the fact that it's kind of this clearish white color, because with the normal Conad stamper, if you're stamping in red, it's really hard to see on there. So first impression of the stamper is good. Also in here we have the scraper, and in comparison to the Conad scraper, this one is quite a bit bigger. The blade is even a little bit bigger, and sorry, my Conad one is kind of dirty. I was just using it last night. It does have the metal blade, so if you're concerned about getting scratches on your plates, go ahead and use like an old credit card, or some of the online e-tailers sell plastic scrapers that won't scratch your plates. They have also included this little holder thing. Oh, this comes off. And it has like a little indentation there for you to set the plate. Personally, yeah, I'm not like real excited about that. Brand name Conad also sells a holder for their plates, and I don't feel like it's necessary. When I stamp, I just work directly on top of a paper towel so that any excess polish goes right onto there. But if you like the holder, it does come with one, and all that's kind of in this clear section of the package. Underneath this front part here is this little part, which I'm thinking is probably the instructions and the plates. So, yeah, little tiny instructions with, basically like looks like 1 through 6 without literally going through them. I mean, I know how to stamp. Not everybody that comes across this is going to know how to stamp, even if they have seen the commercials. So it just goes over the very basics. Apply a base coat of polish to your nails and allow it to dry. Select a plate. apply the polish, use the scraper, press the stamp, stamp it on your nail, etc. So the actual plates are kind of taped in here. And they are similar to the Bundle Monster plates in that they have a cellophane wrapper on them. So you do, of course, have to remove that before you get started stamping. Just feeling along the edge here, it is slightly sharp. It's not as sharp as some of the other generics that I've worked with, but it does not have the backing on the back of the plate like a genuine Konad plate does. Looks like these plates are numbered with SE, obviously for Salon Express, and the number. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates. Just glancing at these, I think if you order from the infomercial, if I recall correctly, you get, in addition to that little manicure set that I mentioned, you get a bonus plate with some French tip designs. So I don't know if that will ever be available in stores, but if you're interested in the French tip designs, you may want to order it through TV. But then, of course, you're probably going to have to pay shipping. I have plenty of French tip designs with my other plates, so I wasn't too worried about that. The main thing I picked it up for was, like I said, just for comparison and that little polish hoarder part of me that just wanted to have it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the covering off of some of these. I'm going to change up my camera so that you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to do some testing just on paper comparisons between Konad and Salon Express, and probably Bundle Monster also, you know, get some of my other plates. And the one downside to this is that it does not come with any nail polish. On the commercial, I think they say that you can use any polish. I'm skeptical of that because, knowing as I do from the other plates, not every polish is created equal. Sure, every polish works, but they're not all created equal. So stay tuned to see the direct comparisons. And if you have picked this up, you know, let me know what you think of it. If you have other brands to compare it to, where you think it ranks. And of course, if you've done some gorgeous designs, I would love to see pictures on my Facebook fan page. Alright, so before I continue my review, I just want to mention, because you guys will be seeing my nails, I'm wearing Zoya Reese, stamped with Konad image plate M70, this little scribbly design here. And of course there will be pictures of that up on my blog if you'd like to see more. Here are just some closer up looks of the plates, and I hope you guys can see this. I'll try to minimize the glare. This one has like some flowers. This thing looks kind of like maybe a sun and a butterfly. Here we have some more flowers, a little seahorse, a dragonfly. This one has another butterfly, an apple, a heart. This one has some full nail designs, and this one has some more hearts and flowers, and another dragonfly. That's kind of weird to have two dragonfly designs in this small of a set. You can see this one's a little more delicate. This one's a little bit more robust. And to remove the film that's on here, I'm just going to use a tweezer, which is what I normally use because otherwise it's hard to get a grip of the edge. So you want to just peel that off so you can see the plate underneath. And most of the designs, one thing I noticed is the lines are pretty thick in comparison to like some of the Konad designs on this one. Wow, you guys can like totally see my overhead light there in that reflection. But you know, like this one here has so many fine lines, and I'm wondering if they stuck with kind of the wider lines because they have shallower etching. So that'll just remain to be seen as I do some test stamping. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is the full nail images are pretty narrow compared to like on this Conad plate here, you can see that the Conad full nail design is a lot wider than the Salon Express full nail design. In comparison to Bundle Monster, the full nail designs from the second set I got are also quite a bit bigger. But if you were to compare them with, I guess this would be like first generation Bundle Monster or the first Bundle Monster set, they're about the same size. For some people, this might be fine. For those of you with long nails like me, I mean, you can just see by comparison there, it's really small, really narrow, and it makes it a lot harder to do double stamping when I already have to stamp twice on my nails for most designs. So I'm just going to grab a piece of paper here to do a couple tests. And the first thing I'm just going to show you guys is I'm going to use some of my red special polish here. Like I mentioned, they claim you can use any polish. I doubt that. Go over the hearts, because hearts are usually red anyway. And get the scraper out here. The scraper is actually almost too big, and as I scrape it, it doesn't do that great of a job, honestly, of getting all the polish off. But as I kind of suspected, the red shows up nicely on the stamper, but there's so much excess polish on there that, I mean, the design, if I were to actually stamp that, the design is super messy. So, first impression, first stamp, I'm not that impressed. I'm not sure if it's the image plate or the scraper. So I'm going to try that same design with my Conad scraper and see if that has any better results. Now look at that, just came off really nice and clear. And I'm going to do it again on here so you guys can see. There's no residue on there. So thumbs up on the stamper, thumbs down on the scraper. You guys can see there. That's the one I scraped with the Salon Express scraper. That's the one I scraped with my Conad scraper. I mean, just looking at them, I don't see a whole lot of difference other than how wide the blades are. Can you guys see that? The Salon Express one is maybe a 1/4 inch longer, which doesn't seem like that much, but I think it must just have to do with, you know, how the pressure applies. With a little experimenting, maybe you can get it to work out better. In fact, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to try it again. Same design with the Salon Express. And I'm trying to just apply even pressure, and I think you guys can see that that's just not very clean. Try with the opposite side. It's still just smeary. I don't like their scraper at all. With my Conad scraper, even though the polish is starting to dry, it does a better job. So, yeah, if you're using their scraper, good luck. I don't know what else to say other than to reiterate my suggestion of using like a credit card or something plastic. I unfortunately don't have anything handy to test that theory with, but I'm going to do my couple other experiments with my Conad scraper because I just prefer it, and I think you guys can see why. I'm going to try this little kind of flowery design here with some black polish because this is one of the slightly more detailed designs that I could find. And as I pick this one up, I think you guys can see, if my camera will cooperate, it didn't quite transfer all the way. So a lot of people, you know, have problems like that sometimes with the Bundle Monsters or other generic plates, and the explanation is that they're not etched as deeply, so it's easier, you know, to get gaps in the design when you're stamping. I'm just going to try this little flower here also. This one turned out a little bit better. If you can see, come on camera, refocus. Or not. I got most of the detail there. There we go. But still just a few gaps up here. Now, I'm not going to say that Conad is always flawless, and there's that just stamped out on the paper. But let me just grab this one right here and do these flowers just to show you some of the very fine detail that Conad stamps have. So if my camera will focus on that, you see the lines are very thin and yet still very defined. So, I mean, I'm not going to go through and test every single plate that came with it, but just from these couple of tests, I'm going to say you'll have better luck with the thicker designs like this heart or these stars and crescent moon, rather than like this flower with all the line details. If you guys would like to see some more comparisons, let me know. I'm not averse to doing a part 2, but I don't really think I have very much else to show you. I mean, that's the stamper, that's the scraper, that's the plate, and that's my impression. Is it worth $10? Yes, definitely. You can, I mean, if you can't find Conad and this is all you can find, go for it. But if you can find Conad and if you can afford Conad, it is a higher quality product. And there again is just a look at my nails that I did with the real Conad. So, yeah, I would definitely say that Conad is my favorite of all the brands that I do have, but for the price, you can't really expect it to be the same quality. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Here's another just quick look at the little booklet that came with it. They even show it like as a pedicure. I don't do nail art on my toes, but if you want to go ahead and stamp on your toes, go for it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thanks for watching.